I had a run-in with Dr Umar Al-Qadri today. He's a fellow candidate here in the Dublin West constituency where I, Susanne Delaney, am running as an independent. Mr Al-Qadri was having a live stream session and he was his usual superficially glib, charming, polished self until I hopped on, and then that kind of mask slipped a little bit because he got defensive and he got angry when I asked a question. I asked Mr Al-Qadri why his posters are so low in the constituency that they're actually illegal and causing an obstruction, to which he said, "Oh, Delaney is here," and he said my name a number of times in a kind of a very annoyed and angry way, and he said that I was targeting him and not anybody else who is also doing this, and they are all doing it for sure. He's right about that, but I'm not just targeting him because I've challenged Minister O'Gorman about illegally hanging his posters, and I certainly intend to also challenge the rest of them on why they're doing it too. So he then proceeded to accuse me of taking down his posters and accuse the people who are helping me of taking down his posters, which we have not done. I have not touched anybody's posters, as much as it annoys me that these posters are all being hung so low that they're an obstruction for people who have a visual impairment, and they're a dangerous distraction for motorists. Some posters are in the way of buggies and so on and so forth. So anyway, the reason why I get so annoyed about these posters is because people probably wonder why. Well, it's a flagrant disregard for the voter and for people's basic rights. And it just really tells you all you need to know about these candidates, as if we didn't know enough already that should tell us not to vote for them. So when it comes to Mr Al-Qadri, I am not taking down your posters, but I know who is, because when I was driving home there was a guy hanging posters for Fianna Fáil, and we're taking your low ones down and putting theirs up in their place. So you should take issue with them and not me, if you want to take issue with anybody at all. But you're all breaking the law, so nobody can take the moral high ground there. I would like people to go and ask Mr Al-Qadri and other candidates, why are your posters down so low? Why? Answer that question. Also, while you're at it, you could ask Mr Al-Qadri why, when he was allegedly assaulted, he was signing a marriage blessing certificate or a nikah for a bride that it would appear he never met, according to his story, which I find a little bit odd, that this imam, this respected imam, respected amongst his own people, would be meeting two men in a car in the dark to sign a marriage blessing for a bride that he had never met. And why wouldn't an imam like him be invited into someone's house the night before a wedding? It just doesn't really make any sense to me, and I wonder about his sense of responsibility there to check that a bride is of age. So that's all I really have to say on the matter. I'm not a fan of people who try to trick the public, and I believe that this has happened with this person on occasion because he has stood with Sinn Féin after the beheadings and castrations of the two gay men in Sligo, and there was a third man stabbed in the eye who survived, and they all stood having a vigil against homophobia and Islamophobia and all of these things. And Mr Al-Qadri was making out like he supports the gay community, but then not long after, he was filmed secretly by one of his own homosexual mosque attendees who was not happy about the comments he was making about gay people. And in that footage that he filmed, Mr Al-Qadri was talking about homosexuality as an unnatural thing. There's been other videos as well that have been a little bit damning regarding Mr Al-Qadri relating to support of Hamas. This video is from several years ago. He has since come out and said he doesn't support Hamas. It's important to be clear about that. But he feigned ignorance about them being a proscribed terrorist organisation who have, you know, committed terrorist acts which have taken lives and have injured people. But I just don't think you could feign ignorance about that, to be honest. So that is all I have to say on the matter. Good luck in the race, Mr. Al-Qadri, and I'll leave it there.